Good morning, welcome to Greenland. We're in the midst of a really crazy cold spell here in Alberta. And as you know, here in Alberta and Canada, our winters can get really cold and really dry. So we want to create spaces for our plants to thrive, especially the ones that love some humidity. So today we're going to talk about planting things like calatheas and ferns and moisture-loving plants in some beautiful glass containers. So not only is glassware aesthetically pleasing, adds a real weightlessness to any sort of decor, it is also highly functional for planting beautiful arrangements in. For things such as the calathea and the ferns and moisture-loving and humidity-loving plants, it creates sort of a microclimate. It captures that extra sort of water vapor that's in the air that keeps the foliage looking its very best. It is also aesthetic. It's more of an aesthetic sort of thing when you're going to be planting terrariums full of cactus, and that it can retain the extra heat from the sunshine in the glassware to help the roots and plants establish themselves. But it creates this just wonderful little world that we can observe and enjoy. So it's an opportunity to get sort of really creative, make some landscapes, and just observe life in these beautiful little orbs. So today, you know, we're all stuck inside, possibly with our little kiddos. So I thought, let's create a little project using our glassware that can take up some time and create an educational and fun experience with the kids. So we are going to create, I call them little orbs of life because that's just me making everything poetic always. We're going to use these nepenthes or pitcher plant. This provides a great little lesson in carnivorous plants and how they capture their prey. So that's really fun. And also, you know, just get their hands dirty and let them have some fun playing. So first of all, we're going to create that lovely combination that I love for all my plants of the pro-mix soil, the orchiata bark, and the charcoal. And we're just going to mix it all together. We're going to take our nice little bowl. You want to make sure that your plants have plenty of space to grow. Also, you want to make sure that it is planted near the base so that it is and does have room to create that dome of humidity. So we're just going to, I'm going to take my bangle off. We're just going to place the mixture in the bottom like so. I'm going to throw in a little bit of extra bark and another little sprinkle of charcoal just for good measure. Here, let me get that out of the way. And then we're going to take our little carnivorous beastie friend here out of his pot. He's got a very, very gentle root system, so we're just going to tinkle it just ever so slightly. We're going to create a nice little pocket in the soil, and we're going to nestle him right in the middle. He could probably handle a little bit of a deeper bowl, but this is a really nice one to start with. And then I'm just going to push this excess soil around from the edges. I'm going to sort of mount it up and plant him in like you would any other pot. You want to create that even surface between the crown of the crown and the soil of surface of the soil. Oh, where's my soil? Oh. So just fill in all the way around. So once you have him quite full, I like to top it off with some orchiata bark. It's a growing medium. It's also decorative. So it's just a light, beautiful substance. And so I just top dress all the way around with the orchiata bark. Just turning, filling. Now, if you have a nice little soft paintbrush or anything, that works really good for just brushing off any sort of the excess mess from the leaves. And you'll just want to take a nice damp cloth and clean all around the glassware just to make sure it has that beautiful shine so you can showcase your specimen. Also, just for extra humidity, retention, I should say, or water retention in the air, I'm going to take a little bit of this forest moss and I'm going to ever so gently break it apart, and we're going to just sprinkle it on top. You don't want like a big old blanket of it. You want it to retain the moisture, but we don't want it to get too soggy. So just having that little bit of moss will help keep things moist and healthy. So then, of course, you can always add embellishments. I've got some little pebbles here. If you've got any rock collections from perhaps some of your journeys that you and your family have been on, they always look really nice in something like this. If you're working with the kiddos, they can add some of their figurines and turn it into a fun little scene. We're just going to keep it really natural and simple with these lovely little pebbles here. I have a collection. I collect petrified wood, so some petrified wood in there would be really quite lovely as well. Okay, I'm just gonna scoot and go get a nice clean cloth. We're gonna wipe this off and we're gonna show you the finished product. So here at Greenland Garden Centre, we have all of the supplies, all of the plants, all of the advice you need in order to create beautiful arid combinations that are aesthetically pleasing and beautiful humidomes or orbs of life that welcome these wonderful specimens into your home and keep them looking your best.